Hey, episode 189. Caesar's going to try to look it up in Portuguese.
189.
Oh, mess it up for the 190th time. Everybody, we got a big upset. Is it an upset, though?
It's not. Who said it's an upset?
People are acting like it.
Definitely an upset.
We are here to recap the match, Barcelona versus PSG. Round of 16 Champions League is the only matchup anybody cares about. Let's keep it real. All the other ones look like Europa League matches or like in the the ICC matches.
Yeah, International Champions Cup. Yeah.
Porto versus Juve, snooze. Liverpool, RB Leipzig, nobody cares. Sevilla versus BVB. I think that was actually a Europa League final not that long ago. But we got PSG versus Barcelona, and we are going to recap it as we do. And I'm going to need Caesar's help towards the end of this because he used to watch, he knows these years. And when I mention it to him later, he's going to be like, yep, just like that. Unless he ends up bringing it up before that, then I'm going to be like, damn, that's annoying. But let's start off, man, we're so excited to have Champions League back. PSG traveling to Barcelona to play this match. Forget the pandemic. We got oft injured. Dembele was starting. It's so random whenever he plays for Barcelona. I'm like, oh, wow, he's not injured. Then Griezmann was starting, which is always a bad idea.
I was hoping that same not injured vibe was going to go for Neymar, but he's definitely injured.
Oh, wait, no, he's not injured?
I was hoping he's out there just running around doing backflips like, nice!
And then PSG came out with the Mbappe started along with Icardi and Moises Kean, who was playing on the wing, which was kind of, me and Caesar agreed that's a little bit racist. Black History Month, you're putting the center forward on the wing, Black History Month.
But especially the right wing, like what the hell is that about, dog? That's weird.
But Icardi over there.
He's probably like, you're scoring too much. Well,
I got questions about Pochettino.
Of course you do after a 4-1 win.
Not his tactic, not that. I'm
talking
okay. Racially. I got racial
You
questions.
got racially charged Pochettino questions.
Yeah.
That's your conclusion of the PSG Barcelona match.
You know what? I was watching.
And CBS just turned off the stream.
I don't know who they played over the weekend. I can't remember, but I was watching a little bit of the match, and I seen the Moises Kean playing on the wing. He's like defending. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Anyway. No cap, literally no cap. I can show you right here in the top. I put, when I seen Kurzawa and Kimpembe starting, I was like, mistake from Kurzawa or Kimpembe.
Pending.
I wanted to say but this month I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just let one of them rock.
Yeah.
Because either of them is good for a mistake. But let's get into the match. And I also was gonna break out this tracker, a new tracker from watching Barcelona versus Alaves this weekend, and seeing Messi's goals, being so frustrated that these people let him get on his left foot. I was gonna track Messi go left dribble tracker. Okay.
Let Messi go left dribble tracker.
I was gonna track how many times he gets the ball and dribbles to his left. But Caesar, I think that he didn't dribble the whole match.
What do you mean dribble?
Like get the ball.
I saw him go left a few times.
But like get the ball, like face a defender and like then go. Like I don't think he did that.
I saw him do it a couple times.
But like not for real. Not like how he was doing his Alaves, like where he got the ball and like faced the defender and like made a move. Like usually he got the ball, like made a little bit of move and then just passed it. Like it wasn't like he was like actually like making the move and going. But I didn't see any of them, but maybe I missed one. But either way, they didn't matter. But anyway, let's start the match. In the 5th minute, I put that PSG was on the front foot early. They was on them. In the 9th minute, Messi's already dropping back to be before the halfway line to get the ball. Before 10 minutes, he's already back behind the halfway line to get the ball.
Full Messi mode, baby.
Unbelievable.
He was like, I'm already over this.
Like there was a point, I feel like it was before that. He's so far back, Dest is in front of him, and then Messi's telling Dest to come back while he's just walking. I'm like, what are you even telling him to come back for? Like, because if they start doing a counter, you're gonna have to defend.
Yeah, that's why. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Get back here. I need you behind me. If they start doing stuff, I don't want to be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run that way too. Jesus.
Like I'm gonna walk around, and I'm not gonna run back. So you gotta come.
I'm gonna be a center mid poacher today.
Like I like in the 9th minute.
He was like, "This ain't Alves. I can't go off, dog. I'm in jail right here."
You cannot succeed, dude. Like you can't.
It's like there's no fluidity to their offense because of it. Like even throughout the whole game, it's just kind of gross to watch some of their offensive develops. I'm like, this is ugly to watch.
Insane. 20th minute. Your boy Juicy got a yellow card. He was kind of wilding out, but I wasn't mad at him though.
He was definitely on X Games mode a couple times. I'm like, you gotta dial it back, my guy.
But I wasn't mad at him about it though. Like I wasn't mad, but it got him subbed. 26th minute, the penalty's called. Caesar. Now I don't know if what you saw, but when I saw it, I was like, he tripped over his own foot. I didn't see anybody clip his foot.
I agree with you. I didn't think it was like it was a penalty for. I thought he tripped on his own foot too.
Yeah, like I didn't see anybody clip his foot at all.
Yeah, I was like, soft call, but I guess so. All right.
I mean, they went to VAR, but I'm like, okay, well, did somebody? Because they were like, I'm looking at him like I didn't see Kurzawa or Kimpembe. Because yeah, like somebody can clip your foot and you can hit the back of your leg, but I didn't see that. I just seen him trip over his own foot.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I don't know. Even VAR sucks. We know this.
Yeah. He's sort of taking a nap right now. This is dead.
Boy, been grinding.
Anyway, so 28th minute, Messi scores a penalty. I really thought that wasn't a penalty, but maybe it was. When I saw the replays, I just didn't see it. Maybe there was somebody who saw it. I don't follow any I don't see Barcelona people tweets. I only see like Paris people tweets and Madrid, so they hate Barcelona.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll end up watching some more coverage and maybe it was a penalty. I don't know. But that was 28th minute. Right after that 32nd minute, Mbappe scores. Great goal, great close control. Beautiful flick on by Verratti to Mbappe, who kept it on the string and got that great left foot shot into the top of the net. Like that for me was like his like skills and like his skill and determination was on display. Like that wasn't like, his speed and all this stuff. Like that's like actually like that real like technical skill, like that's something that we would expect from Neymar. But like Mbappe also has that skill.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought he did it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's a
that like burst of speed Mbappe has, and like with the dribble, like is like that he has that elite ability. So like that's kind of what I think really separates him from like a lot of players, and that's how you see like players like Neymar can do that stuff like that.
It's so weird here. Caesar, take that pillow right there. I know it's right behind you. I know there's a nice you got a big old pillow right there right behind you. Oh, well, there it is. There it is. What's that? You need some dark shades so you can just like.
Yeah, I got you.
It looks like you're nodding.
Just pretend I'm waiting the whole time.
Like how you know these kids. There you go. Just be like this.
Like you at the movie theater.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so that was a 32nd minute. Great goal by Mbappe. A beautiful assist by Verratti. Nice flick on Tim. 37th minute, there was a counterattack. Griezmann put that shot wide. I was not expecting him to score that. Here's a
Yeah.
question for you, though, that might make you wake up.
I almost thought he should have passed it to Dembele.
He kind of had a like. I feel like he should have just.
I'm not mad at
stopped.
the shot. I just knew he
Yeah.
wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, you should have just stopped and played it back. Here's a question for you. Wait, but should I ask it yet?
I like one of those Brazilian funk artists.
Actually, I'm gonna wait to ask this question because there was something that happened later. Okay, so and Idrissa Gueye could have definitely gotten a red card in the 43rd minute.
Oh yeah, I was like, dog, you gotta relax, big bruh. You on X Games mode, my guy. You gotta dial it back, Chief.
He ran up behind somebody. I'm like,
that referee was being a sweetheart to him.
Yeah, the ref was like, yo, come on, this month.
I'd have been like, early shower. Maybe ref was like respecting this month, and I like that.
The ref's like, I don't want to do it to you this month, dude. The ref probably told Pochettino, like, you need to take him out.
Yeah, ref was like, Pochettino, you get him out of here this month, please.
Like, he's going to get a red card. Right before halftime, Mbappe took a corner, and I was like, that's ridiculous. You never want to have your fastest player taking a corner, ever.
I've never seen Ronaldo take a corner in my freaking life.
I don't care what.
I don't want to see it either.
I don't care what position he plays, anything. If he's your fastest player, he's either got to be there in the box or behind.
Maybe he wanted to do like a short corner to get a shot off, but it didn't. I was like, you're still not taking corners.
I don't know, but like that, like I don't like. No, you're the fastest guy. You got to be either in the box or back there.
Whose decision was that?
Mbappe's, you know it was. He was probably like, nah, they're too wild. They're wilding out in that box.
Yeah, he probably, they're trying to get me injured in these streets.
Exactly. But just hang out 18 then. Don't get in there.
Yeah, just hang out way wide and take a boomer.
But yeah, I was like, that's just a bad idea because like then he's way out of the play if there's a counterattack. Like you never want to have your fastest player that far out of the play.
No.
But anyway, halftime goes in 1-1. Ander Herrera, one of your favorite players, came off for Idrissa Gueye at halftime. Starting up in the second half, 50th minute, I put PSG is on Barcelona's ass hard early. Three chances. They had 3 chances. Okay, I have a question for you. 56th minute, like Barcelona plays bad football. Like we know this. Like there was like maybe like 2 seconds of the match where they're like, oh, like connecting passes and playing good football. There was an instance in the 56th minute. Frankie de Jong got the ball, received the ball probably from a center back, and just took it all the way up the pitch. And like there's nobody around him, and he just kind of just like passing and like it ended up going back to a PSG player. I literally tweeted, I was like, he hates playing, like he hates it there. This is a dude that came from Ajax to play football. And like Barcelona don't do that. I feel bad for him. I'm like, yo, like this dude thought he was gonna go somewhere and play football. Like Ajax play football.
Yeah, he thought it was like Man City or something.
You were watching that Champions League run that they were having when all them dudes. You were impressed. I never really watched them at that time, but you were like, yo, like they're doing their thing.
And it's funny, he was like the least speed runner of all time with the ball. Like when he get the ball, everybody else is 15 yards ahead of him. We're already gone. Like those guys were about it. Like you had like they had cams like David Neres, that Brazilian. He's up there. Like he's not gonna watch you run forward the ball. They're all gonna run with you or be ahead of you. Even if it's old Graham Huntelaar, they're gonna be up there, dog. Like they're about it.
Yeah, because they're playing football. Like Frankie de Jong's like,
they're playing football. They're trying to win. They're trying to score. They're trying to play. Even if they're down 3-1, they're trying to get it cracking.
they're gonna be playing football, not just like passing around for no reason.
No, yeah,
and then just forcing the ball to Messi for no reason.
I thought the commentator brought up a great stat. They're like, oh yeah, like some Barcelona peers will say like, look at the passing stats, but it's to no avail. The passing stats are dumb because what's the point of good passing stats if there's no production at the end of the passing? Passing isn't just meant to move movement; it's movement to create offense, movement to avoid pressure. It has to have a purpose behind it. Barcelona's passing is, when you're watching, it's gross because it feels so ineffective, and then like it'll end up in positions where players like Dembele have the ball and they're just on like a weird position and then they pass it back and he passes it back. I'm like, this is just gross to watch. It's gross. I half of the time I'm like, I don't even know what's the point of having Griezmann up there. Like, he's not going to get you any headers. He's not going to get anything. It's like wasting everybody's time. It's like having two Messis in the same spot because they're both like the same height. It's just weird. It's all weird.
Like passing shouldn't even be a stat.
Can I give Griezmann a comparison?
Who?
Griezmann right now it almost reminds me of Icardi. Like when I see Griezmann out there, I get Icardi vibes from him. Like you're doing everything I hate. You really produce very little, like everything. I'm sorry. Griezmann doesn't do anything for me that I go, okay, big dog. I never do that about Antoine Randall L. Griezmann. I never do that. I never do that.
Your ass to sleep right now.
Antoine Randall L. Griezmann gets none of that from me.
Your ass to bed, right?
Antoine Walker Griezmann gets none of this from me at all.
Okay. I'm gonna put Icardi ahead of Griezmann. Only reason why is because late in the match, Icardi was
running.
Huh?
He was running.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and it was a bit more effective.
He has size to play that position. Like, if Griezmann's gonna be that position, you better be like a blur. You better be like a control freak with the ball, like Aguero is. Like, you better be a position freak. None of that. Like, he's none of that. Like, he doesn't dominate possession. He doesn't post up. He does nothing there but float. He floats and floats and floats. And you paid 170 million or whatever for that. Like, that's what you paid for.
Okay, here's my question. So like that thing happened with Frankie De Jong. I was like, damn, dude, like that sucks because you came to play football and y'all ain't doing jack. Who? I was gonna ask you like, who would you rather have between De Jong and Verratti? Obviously, today Verratti had a much better game.
Verratti was so good today. Oh my god.
And you know what? But like he did, but it's also like Barcelona sucks, dude. Like
but Verratti's done that consistently.
No, he has had matches, and I feel like one of the times when they played. I think when they played like Man U and they won, like he was doing his thing. Like sometimes he can have a match where he's like kind of being very dominant, but Barcelona also is really bad. And like defensively, there's gonna always be like Messi's like out of it, so it makes it a lot easier. It gives you more space. And Busquets is so slow, so like you're gonna have a lot more space against Barcelona if you're a decent player. So actually, I don't even want to ask that question because it's kind of not fair.
Mm-hmm. I did say a long time ago, I think De Jong is overrated, but that's just me though. I said that a long time ago. I think he's overrated. I think he's a very regular center mid that's young, and that's fine. But I feel like he's one of those dudes as age creeps up, like his athleticism goes away and he becomes really and he's not athletic at all. Like he just only slows down. Like I can't look at De Jong right now and be like, I see this unlimited reserve of potential him to hit. I'm just like, what are you gonna do that's even more special? Like I don't even know. Like you just run around. You're pretty good at passing. You're not a great defender. I don't really like lose my mind over it. Like I'll see someone like Camavinga, and I'm like, okay, like he's young, but like you'll see some passes. You're like, okay, you can if that becomes solid, he can be beast. You see some good like speed on him. Like he has a lot of like things you can build on. His size, he can get wider framed. You can see things you can build on. But like De Jong, I'm like, yeah, he's pretty good. Like. But he doesn't do anything that blows my mind. He doesn't switch the play great. Well, he's not like a switching the sides like Cruz. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm being a hater, but I don't really see it. And Barcelona doesn't give us an opportunity to see it either, to be fair.
That's what I was going to say because I feel like I see flashes and potential, but it's hard to judge him. It's hard because he's playing with Messi.
And who knows? I mean, who knows how after Barcelona experience will even affect them? It might affect them negatively. It might affect them positively. Who knows? Things like this, experience like this, can stunt a little bit of your growth and stuff too.
Well, hopefully he's getting bread, so hopefully that motivates him. But it's going to be hard for any good young midfielder to perform when you have Messi there. Honestly,
I agree. It's like that late Lakers Kobe line, like
Caesar, stop. Because I just said it, that you're gonna say it, and
I don't
you
know
did
why
it.
You're attacking me for this.
You did it because our minds went the same place because
That's how
I
I feel when
have
I
it
watch him.
here.
I'll stop. Go ahead. Go.
I have it here, and you did it. I knew it was gonna happen because Caesar, I, I have it here. I told you I was gonna need you. I literally have it here. You don't know these pictures I looked up with Messi with a Lakers jersey.
This dude had the whole cover picked out, title, everything. He's like, I'm ready to go in on this.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get back into the game. 65th, so 56 minutes, and De Jong drove the ball up out of frustration. I was like, this is just over. 65th minute, goal, Mbappe. Nice pass over top to by Paredes to Florenzi, who was able to get so close to the goal and make his cross, which deflected off of PK. That was not an assist. Goes off PK, lands to Mbappe, and Mbappe puts it in the back of the net. Hey, goal.com, that's not an assist. That's not a good cross by Florenzi. It's a cross that went in the box and got deflected.
It's a great assist by PK. Credit the man with the work he put in, please.
Stop trying to give Timo Werner and white players.
But you know why they're doing
props.
that to Timo? Timo's been so poop for Chelsea. They're trying to give him some love because it's this month.
Like, yo, don't do it. Like, no.
When I saw that, I'm like, damn, you can get credit for that nowadays? That's what's up.
I had to watch it again.
That's like turning the wrong homework and still getting a C. Like, oh, good job on that. At least did some work. I'm like, it's the wrong assignment though. Hey, but you put in the work, so there you go. I'm like, huh?
Like, ridiculous. So it's 2-1 at that point. In the 69th minute, I put that PSG's on Barcelona's ass again. Mbappe had a shot saved on his left foot. Nice one. Right after that shot, Mbappe, which was saved, PSG's got the ball again. I forgot who got fouled. I want to say it was Mbappe. Free kick. Paredes sends in a great free kick.
Beautiful.
Keane is alone.
He's marked by Lungaget, and then Lungaget gets off of him to guard the man in front of him, even though Keane is the bigger guy behind him. And then De Jong and like Alba are guarding two dudes at once. I'm like, did we forget how to mark or investigation?
Right.
Like, Keane is probably easily, if not arguably the tallest dude in the team, if not. Like, him and Icardi are mad tall. How is that not the priority on a corner? I'd rather you leave Florenzi open than you leave Moise Kean, the center forward of the team, open.
And it's funny because, like, maybe they don't understand that you can mark somebody behind you.
But the thing, it was weird, like, was he looking at the man of the ball? Because if I'm marking a man in front of me, but I see the ball's going behind a little bit, why aren't you just going to go? Why aren't you just going for the ball, actually? Why aren't a free kick? Are you not? I really respected him if he airballed an attempt to get in the header. I'm like, okay, you don't have to actually guard the guy. Just get the ball. Like, jump up there and try to get the ball. It causes something.
Caesar, because this is how you know they never played defensive back. I don't need to, like, I can feel you on my back.
You know where he is. He didn't run away.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm not. That's like the guy in front of me also is like the least concern. Like, he's right here in my visual path while I'm trying to get this ball. At least you want to be like, put a hand here just to see, and then you'll go for it. Something.
It's ridiculous, dude. Yo, you can, before they even kick the ball, you can just step back and put your back on his chest. And then when y'all start going. You see, okay, I need to go forward or I need to stay here. The defensive shit is starting to, like, it's starting to get really frustrating. Like, am I over it or am I over it?
Like, I knew when I was watching the game, like, Bam's going to go in on defense today.
It's ridiculous. So at that point, it's 3-1. Draxler comes in for Verratti at the 74th minute. I put right after that Barcelona looks so bad and Messi's doing nothing.
It was like span of like 20 minutes. I'm like, is he out there?
No, literally. I
think it's just literally Dembele and Griezmann running around. I don't even know where the hell Messi is.
Yeah, like they put in the middle schoolers at some point. I'm just like, okay.
There's like a play where Dembele went down and like Dembele made this run, and like he went down and like faked like a pass. And then he looked in the middle and nothing was there. So he had to like shoot it with his right foot. I'm like, he shot the goalie's like the commentator's like, oh, you didn't bring your shooting boots. I'm like,
Yeah,
I think he's actually. I was like, I think he's looking for a cross, but there was not a soul there. So he's like, I guess I gotta shoot this now, and it's like kind of awkward. It's a bad angle. It's a right foot on the right end. It was just weird. Like
when you got a person who's supposed to be a forward walking, drifting, and
I mean, people list this man there, and he's way next to Dion running around in that backfield. He probably over there talking to PK the whole time.
Like literally, this is how it'll go. If Barcelona have a goal kick, Messi will be up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Is like if there's like by the time there's like 3 passes between the center backs or the fullbacks, he's drifted all the way back.
Mm-hmm. And if there's a counter, Messi's behind the guy making a run. He's not making a run. So thus, how is this man the center forward? Please explain to me this.
You're asking, okay, Griezmann, okay. So let's say it's a counterattack. You got Dembele, Griezmann. You're relying on maybe like De Jong. Like you're relying on De Jong. The other fast person is Jordi Alba, but he's probably been back there defending. The other person you would need is Busquets. He's probably the one that can get a lane, but he can't run. There's nothing. There's just like you can't do nothing.
That team is rough. That team is very rough to watch.
They're very bad.
They're very meaty. They're such a mid-table team to me.
Seriously. So okay. 80th minute, I put that PSG is parking the bus at this point. 82nd minute was when Navas. You said Navas is on drugs. He almost gave Griezmann that goal. I think he did it on purpose.
I wanted to send some angry message to you. Like I told you, he's always been a garbage goalie, just to like piss you off. But I didn't do it this month. He's Costa Rican. I didn't do it this month.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Then in the 85th minute, we got another goal. We have a team that's able to do a counterattack.
Oh.
Mbappe, what happened? Like, I think it was a corner or something. Danilo got it to Draxler. Danilo Ex Machina got it to Draxler. And Draxler, who is, he doesn't get much playing time in PSG. Sadly, I've always liked Draxler a lot. And he
deserves playing time, especially as his years creep on him. He deserves to be playing right now, running hard.
Absolutely. Like running down on the counterattack, held the ball for the just perfect amount of time.
Like, ooh,
perfect.
I love to see that. That's like perfect work. Like that's what you trained for. That's when you see that, that's the best goal of the whole game to me, because that's something that you work on and then you see dumb defense. You're like, nice, defense is dumb. Love to see this, please.
And the thing I like about it too is like, you hate when a player feels pressure to give the ball up. Like maybe if it's Draxler, maybe if it's like a younger player like Neymar, like they're
to be honest, even if it was like Mbappe running that ball down, I feel like Mbappe would feel more pressure to boom it from there than he would to give a nice pass. Not saying he wouldn't, but I even had anxiety watching it. I'm like, oh, God, he's going to shoot. He's going to be so rough. I was like, wow, that was so nice. Like, thank you for making me feel better. Like, I had coach anxiety watching that. I was like, just please hold it till the very last second. Make that defender miserable. Like, I know those defenders are like dying for this ball, something to happen with this ball. So that's how to do a perfect job. That's perfect work by Drax. So I couldn't ask for better.
Perfect. And the thing about it is like he's pushing the defense back to leave Mbappe space to put that shot in. And it was nice to see like there's no like he doesn't feel that like, oh, I gotta give the ball up, like sometimes like a younger player with an older player, like let's say if it's De Jong and Messi or something, like or Dembele and Messi, they're like, oh, I gotta give Messi the ball, and they'll do it too early and it just messes it up. Yeah. But like Draxler he's waiting because he's thinks of himself as an option too. If they rotate over, he'll take that shot. He probably will miss it.
It's very cool-headed approach by Draxler. Like you could just feel that like he had it all in control. There was no stress, and he was like, and if what's his name? Who was that on my wide?
I forgot who it was.
But if they bite and go over there, fine. I can hit it from here too. It's fine. Like this is a perfect spot for me in the middle.
Yeah, Draxler's gonna hit it over the net for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, he was down though. So
yeah, exactly. But it was a good play because he didn't feel that pressure to give up the ball, even though Mbappe's a big star. He's just like, you know what, we're gonna do this perfectly, and it worked out perfectly.
loved it.
Mbappe slotted it.
Yeah, clean
Um,
finish by Mbappe too. Very nice.
Clean. I mean, and that's just like easy training. He's been doing that since he's 7.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like training room. It's a whole training drill. There's a three. That's like a 3v2 fast break every time
yeah,
in soccer. Like they do
yeah,
that every time. That's the only workout they do.
yeah. Okay, so 4-1 match ends 4-1. Barcelona had a few fake chances towards the end. Um, Now this is like when this happened, I was just like, I need to know from Caesar what's the years that the Lakers were so trash when Kobe was just like done. Like, what were the years when the Lakers were just like bottom of the West, like not making the playoffs for so long, and Kobe's like getting injured and eating up salary, just eating up salary. What were those? Damn, you got to look it up.
No, I think it was like 2011 to like 2015-ish, maybe
like
longer
like,
actually, because I think Dwight Howard went to Lakers in 2017. I think that was the year Dwight Howard went over there with Steve Nash when he was old and broken. So I think that was like 2017. So like, you know what? I'm being wrong about that. I'm wrong because it was even after Dwight Howard too, right?
honestly, I don't know. I just remember there was some time. I remember like Kobe was getting hurt all the time, and he was just eating up salary, and the team was trash.
It was 2015. It was, yeah. It was 2015, 2014. He signed that 2-year. It was like 2-year, like 75 or 50 mil, some crazy contract that was like bonkers money. He was getting like 30 to 25 mil a year or something like that.
And it was the seasons before that where they were just like trash.
Yes,
and
it was his injury years. He had those back-to-back knee injuries because he had the 35 games played one year and the 60 games played that one year.
I remember his
knee
Achilles.
injuries.
I remember his Achilles too.
He took the free throw. His Achilles ruptured. I remember that.
Like
that was the year they had Lou Willie too. This dude Kobe was wilding. He was a great. Look up that Showtime interview with Lou Willie. He talks about Kobe in those years. Hilarious. Best stories ever.
Like I feel like it's so unfortunate because Barcelona shouldn't be this bad, but I just feel like we've talked about it, but like Messi is just so toxic. I feel like he's just eating up so much salary. They can't get good players for real, and not good play, but like building block players in the key positions. And I feel like even when good players go there, and I'm going to include De Jong in that, and the two right backs, what's his name, Nelson Semedo and Dest. I feel like Dest was better earlier in the season. I'm not even joking. What I saw in Dest today, it wasn't that. I'm not expecting him to play well against Mbappe. Mbappe is ridiculous, but earlier in the season, I felt like he was more vibrant. He was like running a lot more. But now I'm just feeling like he's just like such a shell of himself because he's like over there with Messi and you can't do nothing.
It's I think that Messi, late Kobe Bryant, RIP Kobe, comparison is great because at that time Lakers had like 2 really good young draft picks. They had D'Angelo Russell and they had big boy from Kentucky, I forgot his name now. They had some good pickups. And, it was like, wow, look at Kobe being able to mentor these youth, right? And that's the same thing they always say with, like, De Jong when he came over and all these players, like, oh, it's great. He's going to be under, like, Busquets and Messi. It's great tutelage to develop your game. That's not how it works with megastars. Like, you don't – even like Keane, like, I'm sure Keane is a baller now, but it would probably hard for him to play that position over there at Juventus, like, with Ronaldo there and stuff like that. It's different. It's just different being around like mega veterans, like mega star veterans. It's a different approach to the game. And I think it seriously affects development of youth players. I think it really does, especially if they're in similar position areas. And soccer is different in basketball. Obviously, like 5 people are more affected by 1 star than 11 in 1 star. But it's almost like that if they're in the same position in soccer.
Yeah, well, I think You could be. I mean, I don't think just because you're a star veteran, the young players have to suffer. I don't think Messi is like taking that role on because I mean, it's different in soccer. I don't think you really do that as much, but
Mm.
on the pitch itself, it's just going to be hard because he just demands the ball, just like how Kobe was. It's like I gotta give Kobe the ball for better or worse, and it's just like, yeah, if I'm D'Angelo Russell, like dog, like I can get off too.
Yeah,
If I start outshining this dude, it's gonna be bad.
no, and it's true. I mean, I think you're right about Des. I remember when Des first couple games, he was really trying to put moves on people, like be energetic, kind of like a young Alaba, like with that energy and that vibe. And this game, he looked like he was just like a shell, and like his only objective was to get that ball over to Messi from that position he's in, right? That right back giving over to Messi, sitting at that right mid position, not center forward, right mid Messi. I gotta give that ball up to him, or I gotta make sure this ball's passed off so someone else can distribute it.
And I can't do nothing. I
I'm not
seen
allowed to put the sauce on this.
I seen Serginho Dest put in shots with his left foot
No.
earlier in the season.
Yeah. So it's I think it's the same because with that Kobe approach is like they'd have games that are down and Kobe would come in the locker room and talk about how the ball isn't gonna there's no offense is gonna happen without me touching the ball in that possession. Like dog, it's like you have a bunch of young dudes, you're gonna lose hella games. That's the understanding of a rebuild. Like we're gonna eat and we're gonna lose a lot, so we don't want to lose in the future. We know you learn. A lot of teams don't even call when they losing, they call it learning. Like we win and we learn. That's like mentality some coaches preach. So when you say that, it's like emphasizing how important it is to lose and also emphasize how important it is for this guy to get the ball. And it doesn't allow you to have that freedom of expression, like that freedom to grow, like to like it doesn't give if Messi wasn't there, Dest would get the ball and go, man, all right, let me make some happen here to make room for myself so we can get this ball forward because I want to help the team. No, his priority first is thinking, oh, I gotta get this ball over to somehow to get to Messi so I can help the team. That's the issue. We have this tier step system to get to helping the team. We want to cut this out and just get directly to helping the team. That's how the development needs to go to make these players better too. Because then Des does that more often, and he goes, "Wow, like I have the confidence and ability to make this happen for myself, so my team doesn't have to worry when I get the ball. I don't just clear it like Thiago Silva. I can make a little space and give the ball to Dembele on a run. I can make a little space and pass it back to the center back to reset. Like you didn't even see that today. It was like I was just like it was hard for me in the game to like even be able to tell who's I'm like what are these guys doing like. And when I'm watching PSG, I'm like, that's Verratti right there. Verratti's doing that. Or even Paredes, I'm like, that's Paredes like doing his thing, holding mid, physical, holding the ball up for Keane. You get to see these things happen. Barcelona, they almost turn into just a conglomerate of the same player, like on FIFA, like Pro Club, just all those same computer players just doing stuff, sort of. And then once in a while, after passing it 280 times, here comes a shot attempt, and it's a gross-looking offense. It's gross. And it says to be that their only goal was from a penalty kick that they honestly really didn't deserve.
No, it was definitely like I mean, some people may be surprised. I watch Barcelona; they're bad. They still haven't beat a good team since they haven't won. They haven't beat a good team since last March.
And I'm saying this too. Like I absolutely agree with you because when I watch, I have my recordings of La Liga games that are all on Sling TV, not illegal. I used to, even when I always been a Real Madrid fan, I would always watch Barcelona games. We talked about it on the show. I even enjoyed watching Barcelona. We used to talk on the show, but like, it's so annoying how good they are. Like, I have to watch it. They ball out. It's so annoying, and they're good, especially in the treble year. But now when I watch, I swear to God, it's so weird to be like, I don't really like. I'll see Barcelona Alves. I'm like, I'll see a highlight, even if it's Barcelona Valencia. I'm like. I don't really want to watch it, dude. Like, it's gonna be ugly. Like, like no. I'd rather watch Getafe versus Barcelona Valencia. I'm like, okay, well, what's up? There's nothing at Barcelona that gives you incentive to watch them. Like, there's no even when they try to hype up Trincao and Pedri and little Puig, whatever they pronounce his name, they don't even have opportunities very much to show themselves off because of what's going on there. Like, if Messi wasn't there, then you'd be like, all right, let's see what these little dudes can do. All right, okay. Like, none of that happens.
That dude is a child. I don't even think he's strong enough to switch the play. literally, like I said, it looks like something's going on because there's somebody running around now.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, someone else has the
Yeah.
ball. And they do it one time. Like, you'll see it one time. I'm like, damn, like, these guys can't even do it multiple times. The best thing for me is that earlier in the week, like 2 days ago, they're doing press conference, press row, or whatever, and they asked Pjanic, like, oh, how do you feel about playing? And I was like, it just sucks. I don't have enough time to play. I'm like, what team did you think you were going on, my guy? I called you out as being max overrated. You're going to go on a team and just be another regular midfield there too. Like, you're not better than anybody, and you're just the same as if not worse as everybody. So what do you expect, man? There's no reason to put you in. You're just going to pass around like the little dude does too.
Like literally, I mean, I honestly feel like they let Arturo Vidal go because he was outshining Messi. To me, he was out there doing his thing.
Man, let's keep it all the way a stack. They messed up twice on center mids that were making a difference. They could have kept Brazilian striker, our boy Paulinho. If they had Paulinho and Vidal, they would have been getting it cracking. Honestly, and I'm not even playing around. Like, those are if they literally got rid of Busquets back then, I don't even care. I'd have been like, yo, say what you want. That midfield don't play games. Like, you can have your fun. It looks weird. They have no striker, but that midfield of Paulinho and Vidal, you don't just get to run over those two. They come here to play football. They're not just going to give it to Messi because they have to. They're going to get it cracking.
Yeah, and honestly, Vidal didn't really do that. Like, he did it sometimes, but like when they would like start to be losing, he would like, okay, like I got to try to score. And he would oftentimes do it. So, like, what they're doing now at Barcelona is just really bad. They have not beaten a good team since before last March. When they lost to Real Madrid 2-0, they have not beaten a good team since then. We had the whole conversation.
Excellent tweet by you, by the way. That's so real.
The only team that they beat, that somebody beat, they beat Juve, but yeah, Ronaldo wasn't there. When Ronaldo was there, they lost 3-0 and lost the group.
Yeah.
So – and Ronaldo had a brace or something like that.
Well, yeah, Ronaldo showed up. They got mega clapped.
Exactly.
I was like, whoa.
So I wanted to name the episode like Barcelona Lakers or something like that, and like have
Los Angeles Barcelona.
That's too long.
It's a very long title.
Oh, maybe Barcelona Lake Show.
That's a lot of Latin words right there. Barcelona, Los Angeles.
Maybe Barcelona Lake Show.
Yeah, the Barcelona Lake Show is a great episode.
There we go.
That's a great episode.
But yeah, I was not expecting Barcelona to win. I was hardly expecting them to score, but only because I seen Kimpembe, because I was like, okay, like one of them will make a mistake and they'll score. But yeah, PSG's better than Barcelona. Verratti's like would put Verratti there, they will be killing it.
Dog, every time I look at all I could do that game when I was starting to get bored is like, I wonder what players I could just plug in from this team and do good. I'm like, even Icardi would try to get a little cracking more. At least he'd be up there in the middle. At least he's a sizable figure compared to Griezmann up top. Griezmann just wasting everybody's damn time up there. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Greasy. You're just kind of wasting everybody's time, homie.
Caesar, their center forward is Martin Braithwaite.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, no, he's the only one that really, when he comes to get it cracking. Like, he comes to play, and I respect that, especially this month. Go ahead, Martin. Go ahead, Braithwaite. So, it's funny. Like, it makes sense why Griezmann, when you're looking back, why he had so much success at Atletico Madrid, because Griezmann's not a 4-3-3 player. He's not a 4-3-3 striker. Like, literally at all. Like, it's almost disgusting to have him there. It's almost stupid on coaches for having that go on. Like, yeah, he's going to be good at it's like if they could swap João Felix and like and him, it'd be a whole different story, because Griezmann needs to have a talisman striker up there to take space up, to do hold up, to do all this, and he needs to be floating around that. You can't have Griezmann as your primary source of offense. When he's on a French team, he's still not the primary offense. They have Giroud the whole World Cup. They have Mbappe. They have Giganac. They have everybody on that team. Not even, like I said, this month, them. They have everybody that can do it, and then Griezmann gets to float around and create havoc, which is great.
And
but you not him as a focal point. Griezmann is absolutely not. He's absolutely not. He even said himself, I can't be dribbling people out. I can't take this one-on-one and break someone off.
I mean, Literally, this dude playing so bad at Barcelona, he had to admit he can't dribble. Yo, if that ain't a bigger indictment, this fool never had to say it at Atleti. He won the World Cup. He won all kinds of shit. He never
got
had to
blackface, everything. He got to do whatever he wanted, but he didn't have to say he couldn't dribble a ball.
He been playing so bad. Oh, guys, it's just because I can't dribble.
I'm like, if I was in a press conference, I'd be like,
I'm like, damn, dog, it ain't that bad.
can you get fined for that?
Don't tell him that.
You ever had a PR? What are you doing? Shut the hell up, man.
Like, okay, Caesar, the last thing I want to say is that if I'm the coach playing against Barcelona, I'm going to grab I actually want to say this too really quick. I'm like, it's annoying that people think of defense in soccer and they think of defenders. The defense is like everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody is involved. Yes, like maybe you're like center forward is a little less involved, but like the midfielders are just as involved in defense, if not even more so than the actual center back.
It's like a unit.
Really, like your midfielders are probably more important than the actual center back. If I'm a coach, I'm grabbing somebody that's on the team. Whatever, maybe it's Paredes, maybe it's probably Paredes or Idrissa Gueye or somebody, Kimpembe. I'm grabbing them up like that. Don't let Messi get the ball. Do not let him get the ball. If he gets the ball, he better be going way back there. You better not let him get the ball. And just like how you say, if Messi scores 30 goals on us with his right foot, we win.
So be it. Oh.
If De Jong beats us, if Griezmann beats us, if who else they got? Dembele. You got to worry about Dembele. You got to worry about him a little bit. Mm-hmm. But Messi is the one that just a flick of that left foot can make something happen. And he almost did it a couple times.
He did, yeah. Do
not let him get the ball. I swear to God, if he gets the ball, every time he touches that ball in a dangerous area, I'm stealing on you at halftime and then after the match. We shooting bodies. We shooting bodies. You better not. I know that your mind is going to make you want to rotate when the ball goes, but you better keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
For the next leg, that's what they need to be telling them. We seen what happened a few years ago, and that was 4-0. Granted, that wasn't 4 away goals. But you better not let him touch the ball. He better be choking.
Quite a task.
He better be choking you out, being frustrated. I want him to be choking you out because he's so mad because you won't let him get the ball.
Yeah, and if anything, it's like if Messi somehow, by the risk of your own rib cage, touches that ball with his left foot, he better be going backwards.
Yes.
If he's going sideways, and if he's going towards the goal, I'm going to lose my mind. He better go backwards, or he better get that ball and switch it to his right to run right. And if he scores 55 goals from there, well, duh, he's the best player in the world. What the hell did you expect? And if he didn't, he is who he thought he was. That's what the freaking deal is, all right?
If he scores 55 goals in one match.
Then I'll be like, well, what did you think, man? He's freaking incredible.
But I won't blame you.
I'll go into the press conference and be like, duh, he's the best player in the world, like I've always said.
I'm the coach. I'll be like, it was my fault. I told him to let him go on his right. We didn't realize he could do.
I didn't know that his right foot was made of lead and gold. I'm sorry. Oops. Maybe that's why he goes. He maybe uses his left foot just to give us mercy on his right. So my fault.
My bad. But
fire me, please.
Yeah. But literally, like, it ain't over until it's over. Obviously, PSG got 4 away goals. It's going to be very difficult for Barcelona to do that. But don't like destroy. There was a point in the match where they like late in the match. It was like in the past the 87th minute, and PSG's like getting the ball forward, and they're kind of like stone. I'm yelling. I'm like, score!
I'm gonna counter that. I will respect that PSG. I actually could hear like pushing a screaming. To keep pressing when they were up 4-1. I respected that. I said, Thank you. Like, don't be taking a foot off the gas pedal. Don't take the foot off the neck where people want to say, keep going. Like, you got to keep going because you want to carry this momentum into the next match or whatever, too. Like, you got to keep pressing. Like, that attitude needs to come in the next match, too. And also, during practice, I would literally have Di Maria every time, every single defender go against Di Maria, and I'd be like, Di Maria better not get this ball with that foot. All right? He better have to go backwards. All right, I don't want to see Di Maria going to his left and taking a shot. This whole scrimmage, I better not see Di Maria take a shot with his left foot.
What's the name? Like, there was a point at the end. I'm like, they need to still try to score. And I remember when the U.S. Women's National Team beat, I think it was like Thailand, like 13-0 or something like that, some crazy amount. And there was people saying, "Oh, that's not right." And I'm like, no, like when you're playing you score goals. Like the thing is to score. You don't stop. There ain't no like, oh, well, let's chill. Like, no, you go score them goals.
Yeah, and if you do like the Confed Cup in 2006 when Spain scored like 9 goals on Tahiti, whatever the hell it was, the next round you might run into Brazil that ether your ass too, all right? Because we don't like that kind of behavior. Let's go. Don't be stepping on these poor little teams like that. That's messed up. Come on now. You think I'm going to cheer America putting 14 on poor Thailand? Come on, dog.
But it's the women, though.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Also, the other day I listened to our Women's Issues in Football episode. It was really great. But anyway, episode 189, Barcelona versus PSG recap. The Barcelona Lake Show. Gonna have a picture of Messi with a Lakers jersey on. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
You dig?
I mean, he's probably wearing sandals too.
Ooh. Messi flip-flops. All right, yo. Holler.